I am Andrea Peterson, and like John said, my 10-year Norwex anniversary is next month. I love Norwex for so many reasons, and I'm going to tell you all of them tonight. I'm extremely passionate about it for so many reasons, and hopefully you can feel my passion tonight as well. Outside of my Norwex business, I am a mom of two. I have a 7-year-old daughter and 5-year-old son, and my husband and I, of course, and then we have I like to call her a ginormous silver lab. She's like 95 pounds. She's huge. And so I'm a mom. I have kids. We have a dog. Like, we live in our house. We have messes, right? I always say, like, if you live in your house, it's going to be messy. It's going to be dirty. And so I love, as a mom and a wife and a homeowner, to have Norwex in my life because it makes cleaning, which I hate to do. I hate cleaning, you guys. Like, I love a clean house, but I really dislike cleaning. And so that's one of the reasons I fell in love with Norwex 10 years ago, was because it makes cleaning easier. It makes it safer. It makes it faster. It saves me so much time and money. So 10 years ago, I was introduced to Norwex. My sister-in-law had a Norwex party in her house, and it was on a Sunday afternoon. And at the time, I was a teacher. I was an elementary teacher back in the day. And on a Sunday afternoon, for those of you teachers out there, you probably get, like, Sundays are like your day where you just, like, you got the Sunday scary. So it's just like your day to chill at home before you have to go back to teaching, right? I'm sure you teachers can relate to that. So I was like, a Sunday afternoon going to my sister-in-law's house to learn about cleaning products. Like, what? She's crazy. She's crazy. Like, I hate cleaning. Why do I want to go talk about cleaning on a Sunday afternoon before I'm about to go back to teaching? But I was like, okay, she's my sister-in-law, so, like, I kind of have to go. Like, she's family, right? So I told myself, I'm going to go, but I'm leaving my wallet in the car. I'm not even bringing it in with me. I'm literally going to sit in the back. I'm going to listen and be respectful, but then I'm out. Like, I'm leaving. I want nothing to do with this. I don't want cleaning products. I don't need them. I hate cleaning. And so I went. I was the one in the back with the skeptic in the back with my arms crossed, like, yeah, okay, yeah, And the more the consultant that was doing that event at her house was talking, the farther down my jaw was dropping to the floor. Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing and hearing and realizing in my head, I can save time. I can save money. I'm cleaning way more effective than the chemical cleaners that I have in my house right now. Like, it was light bulbs, right? Also, side note, during the time of her party, I was going through treatment for Hodgkin's lymphoma. So when I was 23, I was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. I went through chemo. I had a stem cell transplant, which I was in the hospital for a month. I had multiple rounds of radiation, and I was in treatment for about 2 years, and I have been in remission for 10 years now. But when I was going through that journey, I just learned that the chemicals that we have in our home and in our environment can lead to things like cancer. Okay. The cancer I had was environmentally related. It had nothing to do with no one had it in my family. And so I was very conscious about getting rid of chemicals in my home after going through that. My husband and I also didn't have kids yet. So I knew for myself and my husband, I needed to get chemicals out of my home, out of my safe haven that I spend majority of my time. I needed to get it out for us. But I also knew that we wanted to have a family in the future, and I knew I needed to get chemicals out of my home before I brought kids into my house, because the last thing I want to do is have them have to go through that journey as well. So I'm extremely passionate because Norwex saves time and money as a mom, but also to get rid of chemicals in our home to save our health and our family's health and our kids' health and our pets' health because of those chemicals that can cause things like cancer. So I feel like my job as a Norwex consultant, if I can help at least one person not have to go through that chemical or through that cancer journey, I feel like I've done my job. Okay. I also lost my mom to breast cancer about 4 years ago. So the cancer thing is just extremely, I'm so passionate about it, especially when it's something that we can control in the 4 walls of our home. Think about it. You guys, you're in the 4 walls of your home. It's like the greenhouse effect almost. You're bubbled up with chemicals in your home if you're cleaning with chemical cleaners. Again, I'm so passionate about Norwex. Saves time, saves money, saves your health. And so tonight I'm going to talk about the Safe Haven 5. If you do not have the Safe Haven 5 in your home yet, it is the best place to start. I tell every one of my customers to start with the Safe Haven 5. Lots of people like to give it the nickname the Fab 5. but that is the best place to start. So usually after you go to your first demo, you're like, holy moly, like I'm overwhelmed. I don't know where to start, but I want it all, but my budget won't let me have it all. So I say, just remember the Safe Haven 5. It has 5 products in it that you can clean your entire house with. And if you want more than that, you can get it free when you host, which is another thing I'm going to talk about tonight, because hosting, who doesn't want like hundreds of dollars of cleaning products for free and then like not have to go down the cleaning aisle ever again at the store? Like so many wins to it. But I'm going to start with the Safe Haven 5. And then I have a couple of my favorites that I'm going to throw in at the end. So this box is magical. It has the 5 products I'm going to talk about tonight. It's the 5 products that will be shipped to your home if the Safe Haven 5 makes its way to your home, which I feel like everybody in the United States, I mean, the whole world, really, Canada, needs this in their life. So again, 5 products, Fab 5, Safe Haven 5, whatever you want to call it. This wonderful box is life-changing, will save you hundreds and hundreds of dollars, hours and hours of time, get rid of chemicals in your home for you and your kids and your grandkids and your husband and all of the people and pets in your home. So inside of this magical box, like I said, 5 products: the EnviroCloth, the window cloth, the dusting mitt, our magical cleaning paste, and our wonderful laundry detergent. Now, side note, Norwex has 3 different kinds of laundry detergent. You pick the box with the detergent you want. So if you prefer one over the other, you can get the Safe Haven 5 with the detergent that you choose. And I will elaborate more on that later. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is your EnviroCloth. So your EnviroCloth, Norwex is known for their microfiber, and Norwex Microfiber is different than any other microfiber out there. But our main microfiber is your EnviroCloth, and I like to think of it as Enviro everything. They both start with E, so it's easy for our brains to remember. Enviro cleans everything. Okay, so all you do to use this cloth is get it wet with just water. So you can eliminate so many products with just this cloth by itself, because you get it wet and you can clean anything and everything with it, because it's just microfiber and water. So it's not going to harm any surfaces or any materials, because it's just this cloth and water. There's no chemicals involved that are harmful to some of our surfaces. So you can clean kitchens, bathrooms, doorknobs, light switches, your vehicles, your floors. You spill something on your shirt, you can clean it. I wipe I've used it on my siding of my home. I've used it on the rails of my house where it gets all dirty when going up and down the stairs. Like literally everything. Okay, bathrooms, showers, toilets, sinks, kitchens, your counters, everything. Okay, get my point? Everything. So get it wet with just water. Now, why is this different than a microfiber you can get at your local department store? 2 big reasons, okay? The main 2 big reasons is this cloth is extremely absorbent, because Norwex packs so much microfiber into this cloth. Normal microfiber that you'd get at the store is 1/6 the width of a human hair. So if you like plucked one hair out of your head and split it lengthwise into 6 pieces, that's what a normal microfiber at the store is like. Norwex is like, no, we can do way better than that. Norwex is 1/200. So it's like hard for my brain to even imagine cutting 1 piece of hair into 200 pieces. That is what makes up this cloth. If I unwove this EnviroCloth, the piece of thread or microfiber that creates this cloth, if I stretched it all the way out, it would reach from Canada all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. There's over 1,800 miles of thread packed into this cloth. So it's so absorbent. So get it wet, picks up dirt, grease, grime to 99% of bacteria off of your surface. So no more chemicals cleaning the bacteria. We are now removing it with our EnviroCloth, okay? And then the second reason why Norwex is so special, so amazing, besides that it's super absorbent, is there is backlock embedded into our microfiber. So it's a silver agent that doesn't let anything grow or reproduce on your cloth. So it prohibits that mold and mildewy kind of stuff growing from your cloth. So basically your cloth is self-cleaning itself in between uses. So you don't have to do as much laundry. It's not going to get stinky and smelly. You're going to eliminate the use of so many paper towels. You're not going to have to use bleach wipes, no more multi-purpose chemical sprays, none of that. So think about how many products you can replace with just this cloth and how much money you're going to save. And this is quick wipe, cleans up all the yuck off of your surfaces. Okay. So I have a demo that was mind blowing when I first started Norwex 10 years ago that I have to show you. I was a bleach wipe junkie when I was introduced to Norwex. The bleach wipes were my go-to cleaning product in my home. And like I said, you guys, I was a teacher. So they were on my students' school supply list. So the students used them, I used them, we used them all over our classroom. They were my favorite. Okay. Always you had bought like the big jumbo pack that had like 5 canisters in it at Costco or Sam's. They were my go-to. All right. Once you see this, you can't unsee it. All right. So I am going to show you the difference between our bleach wipes versus our EnviroCloth. And I'm going to use a tool called Glow Germ. I just got it off Amazon. It's to see how well something is cleaning. Okay. And we test it with a black light. So it glows under a black light. And I'm going to just do it on this white plate just because it's easy to see the contrast instead of my counter. It's like a brown speckle. It's harder to see that. So I just do it on this white plate just so it's easy to see. So I'm going to turn my ring light down here just to dim the lights a little. I'm going to angle you down so you can see this plate. And I'm going to sprinkle this Glow Germ on here. It's like a powdery, just like a white floury powder consistency. And I'm going to show you, you can see the mess on there. It's like a constellation of stars, okay? It's to simulate the nastiness. So I'm going to take my bleach wipe and I'm going to use it like I would have before I was introduced to Norwex. That means no gloves. I'm going to wipe it super fast and easy. And I'm going to tell myself that this surface is clean, okay? Quick, easy. I'm not standing here forever. I would toss this away and think that my surface was clean in my classroom, in my house, in my bathroom, in my kitchen. I just did a fabulous job of cleaning and disinfecting my house or my home and my classroom. You guys, look at this disgusting mess I just made. I made a bigger mess than when I started. It just took everything and smeared it around and added a layer of disgusting toxic chemicals on top of it. Like, that is gross. When I saw this after I've been using bleach wipes before Norwex, I was disgusted. So I'm going to take my EnviroCloth and I am going to just clean half of this plate just so you can see the difference between the two. Just a couple swipes, nothing crazy. And I'm going to show you the difference. You guys, look at that. Look at that. Would you rather clean with water and a cloth, or would you rather clean with the stuff that's making a bigger mess and that I'm using my hard-earned dollars on and then just throwing it in the trash? Like, this was mind-blowing to me. I immediately went home and threw away, and in my classroom, threw away all of these bleach wipes because, again, I was literally wasting money, spreading toxic chemicals around and not using them right. Because if you've ever read the back of these canisters, in order to disinfect your surface, you have to keep the surface wet for at least 4 minutes. 4 minutes, you guys. I was never in my classroom, never in my bathroom, never in my kitchen, standing with a bleach wipe at the surface, just wiping for 4 minutes. Like, who has time for that? Okay, who has time for that? Then after you clean for 4 minutes, you're supposed to take something else to wipe that surface clean to get rid of those chemicals that you just left on the surface. I never did that either. Like, I just wiped it and walked away. Didn't disinfect, spreaded chemicals all over the place. Gross. Then my kids, if I were to use these when I had children in my house, my kids would touch the surface, put their fingers in their mouth. I would touch my counters, cook dinner, prepare dinner for my family, touch the food that they're going to ingest, and now they're ingesting those chemicals. Gross. Have you read the warnings on the back of this? They should not come into contact with children and animals. So if they can't come into contact with children and animals, why is it okay for adults to use them? And why are we bringing them into our house anyway? If our pets and our children cannot come into contact with them, like, what are we doing? Okay. So with these bleach wipes tonight, if you learn anything, please get rid of them. They're not working unless you're wiping your surface for 4 minutes and then cleaning that surface to get rid of all the yuck you've left behind. Okay. That was a huge eye opener for me. Huge. You can replace those with just an EnviroCloth and water. It's not a one-time use and toss it away. Now, the EnviroCloth has a very best friend, and the very best friend to our EnviroCloth is our window cloth. So these two work together. Amazing. They are best friends. You can use your EnviroCloth by itself, but when you introduce the window cloth with it, it's the absolute most amazing. And for those of you who have used this before, let us know how amazing you love this combination. They work amazing on your windows, your glass, your stainless steel appliances, your mirrors, anything that you want to shine up. okay? Anything that needs a little bit of shine after, you're gonna use your EnviroCloth wet to clean that surface. So like my back porch door is nasty from my dog's nose prints and my kids touching it with their greasy hands. So I clean the yuck off of there, or if you have toothpaste splatters on your bathroom mirrors, your EnviroCloth is going to clean that mess up. It's going to get all the yuck off your surface. And then you're going to follow up with your dry window cloth, and that is what's going to replace your paper towels and your blue glass spray. This is what's going to leave your surface streak-free and shiny, and I promise you, you will never, ever be able to go back to paper towel and glass spray after you've used this combination. So my little demo here is I have this mirror. I put a little thing of butter on here because I'm going to spread it all around and make a nice greasy mess. Now, if I used paper towel and that blue glass spray, I'd probably be here for an extremely long time trying to get this greasy mess off of this mirror. With my Norwex cloth, my EnviroCloth, it's damp. I did that bleach wipe demo with it earlier. I'm going to show you how quick this butter comes off of this mirror. Like so super fast, less than 10 seconds that took me to get off that mirror. And then I'm going to follow up with my dry window cloth. Now, a lot of people love to like fold their cloth and make it look lovely. I just scrunch mine and wipe. Okay, the difference doesn't make a difference. It's just your preference. I like to be fast. I'm a mom of littles, and like the faster I can do things, the better, right? I feel like I'm in fast mode all the time. So just to tilt that for you, you can see that it is streak free. It makes it look gorgeous. And another place people forget to use it is their car. So your car or your vehicle windows, these two are game changers, okay? So that's the Enviro and window cloth. Now, before Norwex, I also hated dusting, okay? Dusting was like the death of me. I felt like I would dust my like living room or my TV stands, and then I would go sit down at night to relax and watch TV and wind down. And the end tables and the TV stand were dusty. Like I just dusted them that afternoon. Okay, because all I really was doing was fluffing that dust in the air the way I dusted before Norwex. I just fluffed it in the air, and in a little bit, it just settled back down and looked like I didn't dust. So with our Norwex dusting mitt, you use it dry and you put it on. Some people even get two to double time things. You give it a little static cling by rubbing it. So the little fibers have a static cling to them. Okay, nothing crazy, but enough for the dust to stick to. And your dust is going to get trapped on the mitt. Instead of fluffing it in the air, it gets trapped to the mitt, and then you're going to take it outside and you're going to shake it and pat it out. So you're taking it from inside your home and getting it outside of your home. So it's not going to settle back down. So with the dusting mitt, you're trapping it, getting rid of it instead of fluffing it. So your surfaces stay dust free longer. And when I heard that at my sister-in-law's party on that Sunday afternoon, I was like, the dusting mitt's my first purchase because like I hate dusting. It's a waste of time. If I can like not dust as much, like sign me up, please sign me up. So my demo with the dusting mitt is I have this baking pan here, and I'm just going to use flour, just like kitchen flour, baking flour, and it's just going to stimulate my dust. So let me angle you down here a little bit again. And it is just going to, I'm just making a dusty mess, okay? Stimulating my dust. So again, put my mitt on dry, give it a static cling, and I'm going to do a couple swipes, and everyone's like, oh, great trick, Andrea. You just fluffed it on the floor like magic. No, I didn't. You can see it's right here. It's all trapped into my mitt. I didn't magic trick, fluff it on the floor. Okay, so it's picking up and trapping this dust, so then I can take this outside, shake it, pat it, get rid of it, and my surfaces stay dust-free longer. So for those of you with allergies, like dust allergies, game changer right here, okay? Now, dusting is dry. However, if you get it wet and wring it out really well, you can clean your window screens. Just get it wet, scrub those window screens. We're all about saving time, saving money, and saving our health here with Norwex. So the next thing I would love to talk about is our Norwex cleaning paste, okay? This is the fourth product that I'm talking about from that magical Safe Haven 5 box. And our cleaning paste, I like to give it the nickname elbow grease in a jar. So our EnviroCloth, I told you, is your everything cleaning cloth. Works amazing on so many different surfaces, so many different rooms of your home, but sometimes you come across some things that are just really stubborn, okay? You need a little extra elbow grease. A lot of times I find I need extra elbow grease in my bathroom, my oven and my stove, my grout, like even my kids' shoes, they get their soles of their shoes and like the dirt on their shoes is gross. I need a little bit of extra elbow grease. Okay, those are just a handful of places you can use this. It comes in a hard chalk stone. So I always have customers who message me after they get their cleaning paste and they're like, I think like something's wrong with my cleaning paste. It's like a hard rock. Like what happened to the paste? I think it's like, I need a new one. It's supposed to be like that. It comes in this hard chalk. It's like a big piece of chalk. Okay. And in order to make it pasty, you just add water. Okay. Just like your cloth, just add water to the paste. You just add water. So I have this piece of vinyl flooring here. And on it, it says free Norwex. And I wrote it with Sharpie before I started this, but I'm going to prove to you that I'm not trying to trick anybody. This is truly a Sharpie. I'm going to add an exclamation point and I'm going to underline this on here. So you can, I'm not trying to trick anybody. I'm not putting like dry erase marker on it. So our EnviroCloth here is damp. I could be here for a long time and this is just not going to do it. I need a little bit of extra elbow grease. Okay. Just like maybe your oven and your stove, your tile grout, your bathroom, your kids' shoes, foggy headlights on your vehicles. I'm just going to take a corner of my damp EnviroCloth and I'm going to get some cleaning paste on there. Nothing crazy, a little bit goes a long way. And it's going to take this Sharpie right off of this flooring. So I want you to think, I need a little bit extra elbow grease here. I want you to think of your kids making masterpieces on your furniture or your walls. I mean, my children, they're not angels, so they have put marker on the back of my white kitchen chairs, my outdoor furniture, and the cleaning paste has saved their lives. I tell my kids, thank God Norwex we have in our house because it saves their lives because I don't want to like strangle their necks, right? Just kidding. You can see this is totally gone. So extra elbow grease in a jar, your cleaning paste, it's magical, lasts years and years and years and years. All right, so that was the first four things: Enviro, window, dusting mitt, and cleaning paste. And the fifth thing in that magical Safe Haven 5 box is our laundry detergent. So the one that I have here tonight is the powder laundry detergent. Norwex also has a liquid detergent, and they also have one of our newer detergents, which is our laundry strips. Okay, my absolute favorite, my personal preference, since I've been doing Norwex for 10 years, I've used it through the newborn stage all the way through, my kids are, again, now 5 and 7. I've used this on all of their clothes. This is the powder detergent. I love it, love it, love it. Again, some people prefer the liquid. I love the strips for traveling. We have a camper, and so I love using the strips as I travel. I know people love it for college kids. Even little kids can do laundry with the laundry strips because it's like pre-measured. There's no liquid. All they literally have to do is take the strip and put it in the washing machine. No measuring. They're not going to put too much or too little. So the strips are game changers as well. This is just my everyday laundry detergent that I love. Now, if you have an HE high efficiency wash machine, all you need for powder is 1 teaspoon per load, you guys. 1 teaspoon. Because there's none of that chemical filler, gunk, water, dyes in here. You just get the detergent that comes like in your name brand detergent cup. About a teaspoon of it is detergent because all the rest of it is just gunk in there that is toxic for our clothes, for our skin that's rubbing against all day, our laundry machine. Okay, so many toxins in there that we don't need. So there's none of that in there. If you don't have an HE, it's 1 to 2 tablespoons, so still not as much. It saves so much time, so much money, and no toxins rubbing against your skin all day because there's no toxins in your clothes. So love, love, love the detergent. Now, as far as washing your Norwex cloths, you don't want to wash your Norwex cloths with name brand detergent because all of that gunk, chemical fillers, dyes, water, all the grossness in there gets sucked up into your cloths because they're so absorbent. So then when you go to wash your kitchen counters, wipe down your bathroom, these aren't as effective because they're already halfway clogged up with all the gunk from the name brand laundry detergent. So Norwex recommends using our Norwex detergent for your Norwex cloths because there is none of that gunk in there to clog your cloths up. We want them to be working at their fullest capacity. And so by doing that, you want to make sure you're using your Norwex. This jar here is it's a load of name brand detergent. All right. I'm going to shake it up. You can see it's like cloudy, gross things swirling around in there. And I want you to notice if I put my hand behind here, you cannot see my hand through this jar. Like you cannot see my fingers through the blue cloudy grossness in this jar. Now this is a teaspoon of Norwex and I'm going to shake it and show you that it's like there's really stuff in there. It's not just water. And I want you to see that you can see my hand through this jar. So there's none of those toxic fillers, dyes in there. And that is why it is so much better to wash your Norwex cloths with your Norwex detergent. Now your detergent the powder detergent can also be used as a multi-purpose cleaner. So you can dilute a teaspoon of your Norwex detergent to 8 ounces of water in a spray bottle and use it throughout your home. I use it on the siding of my house when we have bugs in the fall. I live in Iowa. I've used it on my weather mats in my car after the salt from the winter. Lots of different ways you can use this. People use it on their floors. People use it as a carpet stain remover. People use it as like a bathroom type of cleaner. So not just detergent, you get so much bang for your buck with this. So I just talked about the Safe Haven 5. Okay, we got the Fab 5, the EnviroCloth, the window cloth, the dusting mitt, the cleaning paste, and our detergent. Every single home needs this box. Like, just start there and you can build your collection from there. Everybody needs a Safe Haven 5. There's 3 other products that I cannot leave you tonight without talking about because they're my absolute favorite outside of the Safe Haven 5. And the first one is our body cloth. So our body cloth is your EnviroCloth, but just a little bit gentler for your body. So this cloth is softer on your skin than the EnviroCloth because this is cleaning your bathrooms and your kitchen. You don't probably want to use that same cloth on your body because it's a little rougher to get the grossness of your bathroom. So our body cloths are a little bit softer, but all you need is just water. Just water. No soap, you guys. No soap in the shower to clean your body, to clean your face, to take off makeup. Think about how much money you can save by just eliminating that. And you guys, soap scum in the shower to clean it. Like, if you don't have soap, you don't get soap scum. So you save time, save money, save the hassle of cleaning soap scum when you don't use soap. All right. And for those of you who shave your legs, ladies on the call, I don't know if there's any guys on there, but for ladies who shave their legs, I have this amazing hack for you. If you take your damp body cloth and you scrub your legs in the shower, it exfoliates your legs and then you can shave with just water. You don't need any more shaving cream to shave your legs. Like, amazing. You get the closest shave, no razor burn, and eliminate shaving cream. Again, saving time, saving money, saving your health, right? So that is the first hack. This is also amazing at taking off makeup. And I'm going to do this crazy thing by putting the Sharpie on my face. Okay. All my customers and hostesses think I'm absolutely crazy. So here's that Sharpie again. And I'll see if I can do this in my phone. All right, so I got a Sharpie mustache. People are always like, Andrea, you are crazy. What are you doing? I'm the crazy Norwex consultant that puts the Sharpie mustache on my face because I trust this body cloth so much. I got this stamp before I started our demo, and I'm going to show you. Again, it works so good at cleaning your skin and your face and makeup off. It's going to take this Sharpie right off my face. Like, look, half of it's already gone. Isn't that crazy? Quick, easy, just water in this cloth. And you can see the markers here. So it picks it right up off of my face. I used no makeup removers, no soaps, nothing. Like, okay, it's incredible. So that is one of my favorites, body cloth. I love this on my kids when they get markers, like at school, they come home with markers all over their hands from coloring. Takes it right off. We've used it with tie-dye when they tie-dyed shirts. Kids are gross, you guys. They get nasty. I love the body cloth for that. The second one that I love is our countercloths. So these are they're very similar to our EnviroCloth, except they're different size, different color, and different textures. And they're about the same size as a half paper towel. So they're to replace paper towels even more in your home. Paper towels are expensive. We need to cut down like 50,000 trees every day to produce paper towels for how many paper towels we use in North America. So this is the same size as a half paper towel. I grab this for everything. I use them on the go. I use them to wipe my kids' counters, tables, our hands. I put one in my kids' lunch boxes so they can wipe their hands before they eat. Love these things. They are outside the basics, these are my absolute favorite. They're on my counter here too. I love our countercloth box set because they're easily accessible. I don't have to dig through a drawer when I'm in a pinch to clean up a mess. Love my countercloths. All right, now I'm going to move you so you can see my floors because I've got to talk about the mop with you. We have the best of the best mop here with Norwex. And if you don't have it yet, you need to get it like ASAP. So here's our mop. I have hardwood floors here in my kitchen and my dining room. And Our mop has a telescopic handle on it, and you just twist it and it goes up and down. So my kids can use it, my husband can use it. They say it's best at your chin, and you twist it and it locks, okay? Then we have this handy dandy accessory you can get with your mop. It's our spray mop attachment. You press down, and I'm gonna show you. You press down, it sprays water out in front of your mop so you can mop. And the pad on the bottom of it that Velcros, right now I have the dry pad, okay? It's trimmed in yellow here. It has yellow Velcro on the back, so it's easy to remember: sunny, dry, okay? And you use it dry, so it's best for light things on the floor. Again, I have a dog, I have kids, so it picks up pet hair, like grass clippings, crumbs from dinner. It's amazing, like anything on my floor, okay? So if you guys don't judge my floor, because it's gonna be gross, I saved it a couple days knowing this demo was coming. I saved the gunk on the floor for you. So I just do a couple figure eights to give that a static charge like the dusting mitt. And then I just kind of do figure eights to keep everything that I'm dusting at the front of my mop. And I'm kind of take it off camera here for a second, just so I can get a lot of yuck for you to see how awesome this is. As long as you don't judge my floors. All right, are you ready? Can you see this? Can you see all this dog hair, grass clippings, crumbs? God knows what is on here, you guys. Mainly dog hair, probably a little bit of my hair too. Okay, nasty. So now we have this wonderful tool called the rubber brush. And this is what I use to clean my dry mop pad. I typically take it to the garbage can. Right now, the garbage can's out of reach, so I'm just gonna sweep it and clean it up later. But this rubber brush gets static charged as you're rubbing against your mop pad. This also works great on furniture in the vehicles for pet hair. It brings all your pet hair to a pile instead of sticky rollers that, again, are expensive. They get expensive and you just toss them after one use. This works even better. My bestest friends love this in their vehicles. They have shedding dogs and they can never get the hair that's stuck in their upholstery in their car until they got the rubber brush. So you can see all the gunk. Can you guys see all that yuck falling off there? I usually put it right into the trash can, but again, my trash can's out of reach right now. So I'm gonna remop this after I'm done with our video or our demo here. So that is the dry pad. So fast, so easy. I love it. My kids can do it easy. Then when I'm ready, I grab my wet mop pad, and it is trimmed in blue, and the back Velcro is blue. So blue, water, wet. Okay, so it reminds me that it is the wet pad, and it's just a quick Velcro. So I unvelcro the dry one, move it out of the way, slap on the wet one. And I used to have my kids take a spray bottle and water and spray the floor as I was mopping. And then Norwex came out with this handy dandy spray mop attachment. And now I just put the spray mop attachment on, get the mop to the right angle, and I push and it at a 90-degree angle, and it sprays the water out in front of it. So then I can mop my floors. And the water is in front of it. So fast, so easy, and it's just water, you guys. So what I like to tell my customers is what you see is what you get plus water. So think about, you're never going to have to buy disposable mop pads. You're never going to have to buy another mop. You're never going to have to buy sticky, toxic floor cleaners that leave like a film on your floor that attract more dirt. Like, why are we mopping with that and creating a bigger mess? Okay, same thing with the bleach wipes. Why are we creating a bigger mess with these things? This is just water on your floors. And what you see is what you get plus water. You never have to buy another thing for your mop ever again, unless you want another accessory for it. Lots of our products fit on the mop handle, but what you see is what you get, okay? There's always 3 ways to get your mop. Purchase it. It's worth every single penny. So you can purchase it anytime. Find your consultant. The mop is worth every single penny when you purchase it outright. The second way is to host an event of your own. And like I talked about earlier, when you host an event of your own, you can get hundreds of dollars of free Norwex. Norwex gives you shopping spree for helping your friends and family learn about Norwex, and then you get to spend your shopping spree however you want. So the mop could be one way that you choose to spend your shopping spree. So you can get it free, if not very, very discounted. And then the third way to get your mop is to join as a consultant. One of the kits that Norwex has when you join as a consultant is you can get your mop in your starter kit along with the Safe Haven 5 and some other basics. You can get it for free in your starter kit up front. And then you get your 35% commission and earn a couple extra $100. I mean, the sky's the limit. You can earn as much as you want with Norwex. There's no cap. You get to share with people your mop, and then when they purchase it, you earn a commission. So always 3 ways to get your mop, but everybody needs the Safe Haven 5, the mop, the body cloths, and the countertops, in my opinion, at the bare minimum in their home. And that the end of my demo. And that is the Safe Haven 5. So thank you for having me, and thank you for tuning in, everyone.